Ladies and gentlemen, today let's talk about something real, something raw. Your enemies. We all have them. People who doubt you, criticize you, and sometimes even work against you. But let me tell you something, they're not the problem. They're part of the solution. Because God, in His infinite wisdom, isn't just going to bless you. He's going to bless you in front of them. Why? Because adversity is the fire that forges strength. And when that fire is burning, God is right there fueling it, watching you rise. When your faith is under fire, that's when the real test begins. Anybody can believe when things are easy. But when you're surrounded by opposition, when your name is dragged through the mud, and when everything seems stacked against you, that's when your faith is refined. You either break down or you break through. And God, He's waiting for you to choose breakthrough. He's waiting to show your enemies that no matter how much they tried, they couldn't stop what He had planned for you. You see, pain is power. Every insult, every setback, every betrayal, they're the bricks your enemies are handing you to build your empire. God uses their attempts to break you to strengthen you instead. He turns your scars into armor, your pain into purpose. And when that blessing comes, it won't be quiet, it'll be loud, it'll be public, and it'll be undeniable. But here's the kicker when you win, and you will win, stay humble. Don't let the victory get to your head. Let your success speak for itself. Let your integrity shine through. Because the ultimate victory isn't just being blessed, it's being blessed with character, with humility, and with the wisdom to use that blessing for good. So let your enemies watch. Let them see what happens when God decides to lift you up. And when that day comes, don't say a word. Just smile. Because victory, when it's from God, speaks louder than any words ever could. Adversity is the ultimate test of character, the proving ground where strength is forged and weakness is exposed. It's easy to stand tall when the sun is shining, when the winds are calm, and when life hands you victories on a silver platter. But that's not where greatness is born. Greatness is born in the storms, in the chaos, in the moments when everything seems to fall apart. Adversity doesn't just happen to you, it happens for you. It's life's way of asking, how bad do you want it? You've felt it. Those days when it feels like the weight of the world is on your shoulders, when every door seems to slam in your face, and the people you thought you could trust turn their backs. It's in those moments that most people crumble. But here's the thing, adversity isn't there to destroy you. It's there to build you. It's the heat that forges steel, the pressure that creates diamonds. Without it, you'd never know how strong you truly are. Think about it. Every successful person, every leader, every individual who's ever made a real impact in this world has faced adversity. And not just a little, they've been knocked down, betrayed, doubted, and broken. But they got back up. They didn't let the pain define them. Instead, they let it refine them. They took every setback and used it as fuel, every rejection as a stepping stone. They didn't see adversity as a curse, they saw it as a challenge. Adversity strips away the unnecessary. It forces you to confront your weaknesses, to look in the mirror and decide who you really are. It's in these moments that you discover your resilience. You realize that you're tougher than you thought, that you can endure more than you believed. And once you know that, there's no stopping you. Once you face the storm and come out stronger on the other side, fear loses its grip. The world may throw obstacles in your path, and people may try to tear you down. But adversity, it's not your enemy. It's your ally. It's the force that sharpens you, that prepares you for the blessings to come. So when life gets tough, don't shy away. Embrace the challenge, stand tall. Because in the end, it's not the easy days that define you. It's the hard ones. And the harder the journey, the greater the reward. Faith is easy when life is smooth, when the skies are clear, the path is straight, and everything falls into place. But real faith, that shows up when the storm hits, when the winds are howling, and when every step forward feels like a battle. Faith under fire is where true strength is proven. It's where you find out what you're really made of. It's not about how much you can believe when things are easy, it's about how much you can believe when everything is falling apart around you. Think about it when you're backed into a corner, when your enemies are circling, and when the voices of doubt, both from within and from others, grow louder. That's when your faith is put to the ultimate test. It's one thing to say you trust in a higher power when life is kind. It's another thing entirely to stand firm in that belief when life feels cruel, when doors close, and when the people you thought would be there turn their backs. Yet, this is precisely the moment that defines you. This is the furnace where your character is refined, where your resilience is built, and where your inner strength is revealed. You see, faith isn't passive. It's not sitting around waiting for miracles to fall into your lap. Faith is action. It's getting up every single day, even when it hurts. It's taking one more step when you'd rather sit down and quit. It's trusting that there's a plan, even when you can't see it, even when it doesn't make sense, even when it feels like the world is against you. Faith under fire is not just about enduring the storm, it's about walking through it with your head held high, knowing that on the other side, something greater is waiting. When your faith is tested, that's when you discover strength you never knew you had. It's easy to crumble under pressure, to give in to despair, to let bitterness take root. But standing firm in faith, despite the fire, is what sets you apart. It's what transforms pain into growth, obstacles into opportunities, and setbacks into comebacks. Every trial is a chance to prove to yourself and to those watching that you are unshakable, that your foundation is built on something far deeper than circumstances. And believe me, people are watching. Your enemies, your doubters, even those who secretly hope you fail, they're all watching. But that's the beauty of it. When you remain steadfast in your faith, when you refuse to be broken by the fire, you send a message louder than any words ever could. You show them that faith isn't just a crutch for the weak, it's the armor of the strong. It's what allows you to rise when others fall, to keep moving forward when others give up, and to find purpose even in the pain. Faith under fire is not a test of survival, it's a declaration of strength. It's about proving to yourself, to the world, and yes, to your enemies, that no matter how fierce the storm, no matter how hot the fire, you will not be shaken. You will rise stronger, bolder, and more determined than ever. Because real faith is forged in the flames. And when you emerge, you'll be more powerful than they ever imagined. Pain is a powerful force. It's something every single one of us faces, whether we want to admit it or not. But here's the truth, pain doesn't have to be your enemy. In fact, it can be your greatest ally if you understand how to transform it. Too often we try to avoid it, we try to run from it, or we try to bury it. But what if I told you that your pain is not meant to break you, but to build you? You see, pain is a tool. It's like a hammer in the hands of a craftsman, shaping the stone of your character. Every hardship, every struggle, every heartache is an opportunity to turn the very thing that was designed to crush you into the thing that makes you unbreakable. Life's challenges will always come. Nobody is immune. But what you do with them is what defines you. It's easy to let pain define you in a negative way. It's easy to let it sink you into bitterness, into anger, into despair. But that's a choice. And it's a choice that can trap you in your own suffering. The key is to change the narrative. Instead of letting pain define you, let it refine you. Instead of letting it be the end of your story, make it the beginning of something greater. Think about the greatest stories you've ever heard, the heroes who rise from the ashes, the warriors who battle through the storm. They don't become legends because of their comfort. They become legends because of their struggles. The difference between those who succeed and those who fail is not the amount of pain they've endured, but how they use that pain. It's how they allow it to push them, to fuel them, to propel them forward rather than hold them back. You are no different. Whatever pain you're carrying right now, whatever struggles you're facing, whatever weight you feel pressing down on you, understand this, it's not here to destroy you. It's here to make you stronger. It's here to teach you resilience. It's here to help you discover parts of yourself you never knew existed. Every scar, every tear, every moment of suffering has a purpose. And that purpose is to help you grow into the person you were always meant to be. But it's not enough to just go through pain. You have to go through it. Don't waste it. Every painful experience has a lesson wrapped inside it if you're willing to look for it. That's how you turn pain into power. That's how you use what should have broken you to fuel the fire inside of you. The road ahead might be tough, but if you have the courage to face your pain head on and turn it into fuel, you'll come out of it stronger, more powerful, and more unstoppable than ever before. Remember, pain is not permanent. It's a season. And just like any season, it will pass. But the strength you gain from it will stay with you forever. So don't back down, don't shy away from it. Embrace the pain, learn from it, and let it propel you to places you've never imagined. That is the true power of turning pain into power. There comes a time in everyone's life when the struggle, the hardship, and the fight seem endless. You've been through the storm, weathered the blows, and walked through the fire, and in those moments when no one is watching, it's easy to doubt. You wonder, why am I going through this? What's the point? But let me tell you something, the real test, the real victory doesn't come in secret. It doesn't come when you're alone, working in the shadows, trying to piece things together in silence. No, the true blessing, the true elevation comes when God decides to put you on display in front of those who doubted you. See, God doesn't just want to bless you in private. He's not just interested in giving you success behind closed doors. He's interested in showing the world what he can do with someone who never gave up, even when the world turned their back. The stage of public victory is where God shows his power, where he declares to your enemies, to the people who tried to bury you, that you are not who they thought you were. You are greater. You are greater. You are unstoppable. When God elevates you in front of those who doubted you, it's not just for you. It's for the people who watched you struggle, who counted you out, who thought you wouldn't make it. It's for those who never believed in your dream, your ability, or your potential. Your victory in front of them is the proof that God doesn't need anyone's approval to bless you. Your success is the testament to his timing, his plan, and his faithfulness to you. But here's the thing, when you stand on that stage, when you finally see the fruits of all your labor, you have to remain grounded. This isn't about gloating. It's not about rubbing it in anyone's face. The real power and public victory is found in your humility, in your quiet strength. People may cheer, they may praise you, but your true victory lies in how you carry yourself. Your enemies won't be silenced because of your arrogance. They'll be silenced because of your integrity, your grace, and your ability to walk through success without losing sight of who you are. There will always be people watching. People who want to see you fail. People who want to see you stumble. But when you rise above it, when you take what was meant to break you and turn it into your fuel, you will be unstoppable. And when God chooses to bless you publicly, it's not to show off. It's to show everyone that his hand was on you all along. That his favor, his grace, his purpose was working in your life the entire time, even when no one else saw it. So when the stage is set and the lights shine down, remember this, your victory is not just for you. It's a statement to the world that no weapon formed against you will prosper. Your rise will be a testament to the power of faith, hard work, and resilience. And when the world sees you standing there with your success in full view, let them know this God is faithful. He didn't forget you. And now he's showing everyone what he's done through you. Your public victory isn't just a reward for your persistence. It's a reflection of the power that lies within you when you trust the process, keep your faith, and refuse to give in. It's proof that no matter the obstacles, no matter the doubters, when God is for you, nothing can stand against you. And when you stand tall on that stage, know that it's not just about the applause, the recognition, or the success. It's about showing the world that your journey wasn't in vain, that your struggle had purpose, and that your faith was rewarded. So keep pushing forward, keep walking in integrity, and keep believing that your time will come. When your enemies see you rise, when they witness the glory of your victory, let it be a lesson to them, a testimony to everyone who ever questioned your potential. You're not just fighting for yourself, you're fighting for what God has called you to do. And when you finally step into that stage of public victory, you'll know it was all worth it. Your triumph is the proof that faith, hard work, and resilience will always prevail in the end.